All right, let us begin. Any comfortable seated posture. Elbows bent and comfortably by the sides of your body. Your upper arm is hanging loose by the sides. And then the back of the hands are wherever they land. The thighs, knees, palms facing up. Softly closing the eyes to start the journey inward, changing the orientation. 3 deep breaths. As a matter of practical daily life, to understand our inner world as the basis for how we see the outer world can be greatly beneficial. We see the world as we are. In fact, we cannot see the world any how else. If you recognize beauty, is because your state allows you to see that as beauty. And yet another person in a different state of mind might not even notice that. What you might consider as incredible beauty. And so we see everything as we are. In fact, we see ourselves as we are. And so here we are to see the current state of the inner world, which is the basis for our lives. 3 deep breaths. Let's take a resolution to spend the next hour paying attention to our own inner experience. Whatever that experience might be. You might experience pleasure, pain, frustration, joy, boredom, excitement, whatever that may be. And let's take the resolution to observe these inner experiences following Hatha Yoga instructions as diligently as we can, without aggression. If you see this whole practice of discovery, observing, then one of achieving, that would be a great starting point. You're not trying to achieve anything. You're merely observing. Observation might have changes, and we notice those changes also. Palms to the heart center, Namaskara Mudra. Tilt your head forward. Gently open your eyes. Inhaling, arms by the side, palms going up, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down to the chest, looking down. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhaling. More on. Inhale. Exhaling. Come to Vajrasana. Let's approach a few postures that help us pay more attention to our legs, the foundation. It isn't that any posture can be done in isolation. The whole body and mind are involved in every posture, whether you recognize it or not. But it is just that few postures help us pay closer attention to some parts. Never be mistaken that one posture is only about one particular part. It's never the case. In Vajrasana, close your eyes and watch. What is the body telling you? Palms up. Might feel pain, knees, ankles, toes, heels, calf, front of the thigh. Inhale, exhaling Balasana. Gently bending forward as much as you can. And then continue to breathe, head relaxed. You may not reach the forehead to the ground, and that is okay. Continue to watch the breath. Now your back, you might be able to experience the breaths on your back even more. Vajrasana. Place your palms behind you, fingers pointing forward. Those who are not able to do this, you can go to Sukhasana. Place palms behind you. Lean back a bit. Lean back a bit. Palms behind you, shoulder width apart. Gently lift your hips up just a bit. Hips up, look up. 3, 2, 1. Hips down, Vajrasana. Place, you can have fingertips on the mat. Take your seat bones and sit on the right side of your feet. You're sitting on the mat, leave the feet as they are and sit. Don't force anything. If you need the support of the hand on the mat, do that. Come back to Vajra. And sitting on the other side. Please don't make any aggressive movement. Take the support of hands on the mat. If you're not able to sit all the way down. Vajrasana. Place the palms on the mat by the sides of the knees. Lean forward. Place the palms firmly by the sides of the knees. Now, engage the abdomen and lift the knees up toward the chest. Engage the abdomen and lift the knees off the mat. Look down. You can look down like in cat posture. Your spine is curving away, but the knee coming toward the chest. You will feel the stretch on the shins. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vajrasana. Shashankasana. Separate the knees, bending forward. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Drop your knees down. Now place the elbows where your palms are. Head down. This is the posture I was telling you about. Proning. This would be a good posture for people with lung condition. Deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cat posture. Adho Mukha. Right foot forward. Left foot forward. Hands on your waist. Inhaling, come up. Release arms. Stand relaxed. Remember the resolution. It is to observe without any further reaction. Whatever there could already be reactions, there's no reaction, or let's avoid reaction to some reaction that is already going on. Three deep breaths. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Namaskara Mudra. 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara. Begin. Every breath precious, and here we have the space and room and time to pay attention. Nothing else matters. The attitude is not to finish up 3 rounds and be done. That's not the point. The journey is the observing the journey is the point. Not, oh, I've done 3 rounds. So don't hurry through, or don't do it like an automaton. A habit, a pattern instead of that. With awareness of every movement, every breath, every pause. After completing, standing comfortably. Then continue to observe the inner experiences are always there. And sometimes we pay attention, sometimes we don't. Whether we stand or sit. Standing relaxed. Three deep breaths. Front of the mat, Padhahastasana. Namaskara Mudra. Inhaling, back bend. Exhaling, forward bend. Allow the head to be relaxed. Bend your knees first, as much as you need to have your fingertips at least on the mat. Bend your knees enough to get the fingertips on the mat. Now, keeping the fingertips on the mat and abdomen connecting to your thighs, abdomen placed on your thighs, see if you can straighten up the knees just a bit. You don't have to straighten it up all the way. Straighten enough to feel the activation of your thigh hamstrings. Straighten up the knees just a bit, and when you separate your abdomen from the thighs, stop. Head down. Watch your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on your waist. Inhaling, come on. Release the arms. Now we'll repeat this after we specifically, let's prepare for this a bit more. Come to cat posture. Tuck your toes in. Take the right leg back, but right toes on the mat. Take your right leg back, stretch your right leg back toward the back wall. Place the right toes on the mat. Now, toes forward, heels going back. Stretch the back. You should feel the stretch on the calf muscle. Your ankle, right ankle is flexing, or the shin and the toes are coming together. The right heel is going toward the back wall and down, and you should feel the stretch on the calf muscle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg back and down. Are you able to feel the calf muscle stretch? Okay, thanks. Left leg back, left toes down, left toes forward.
Hello, Jay. Sorry for the interruption. Actually, the opposite leg should be perpendicular, or if it is slightly.
It is okay. The point is the calf muscle stretch.
Okay.
The other knee can be a little bit this way, that way, not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. The awareness is on your back of the leg that is stretched.
Okay. Okay.
Sure. Left heel going toward the back wall and down. And the left shin is going toward the toes. Left toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left knee down. Vajrasana. Adho Mukha. Now we'll do the same thing from Adho Mukha. Maybe a bit more you can do. Start with knees can be slightly bent, and allow the seat bones to go as high as you can. Knees can be, start with the knees slightly bent, not a problem. Now relax your left knee completely and press the right heel down toward the ground. Now those who have already landed the heel, lift the toes up. The chest is going toward your knees. Chest is going toward the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side. Completely relax your right knee and see however much you can take the left heel toward the ground, chest going toward the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Drop your knees down, Vajrasana. Vajrasana stretches the front of the ankle. It takes the toes away from the shin. In Vajrasana, you're already doing that. And in the previous postures, we try to take the shin toward the toes. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot forward. Left foot forward. Hands on your waist, inhaling, come up. Release arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now we are going to approach the same Uttana we practiced earlier with a bit of postures as preparations in between. Namaskara Mudra, Tadasana, Namaskara Mudra. Inhaling back bend. Exhaling forward bend. And bend the knees you can first. Place the abdomen on the thighs. Bend the knees enough first to get your fingertips on the mat, head down. After you get the head down, consciously, keeping the abdomen connected to the thighs, straighten up the knees as much as you can and stop when the abdomen disconnects from the thighs. Head down. You might feel a difference or not. Whatever that is, experience. We welcome all experiences. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, come on. Release the arms, stand relaxed. Feet hip width apart. Take a deep breath, exhale. Hands on your waist. Now this time, let's bend forward without knees bending at all. Keep the knees as straight. In fact, tighten the kneecaps up. Pull the kneecaps up. Tight legs. Keeping the thighs hard, the kneecaps pulled up. Inhale, exhaling, bending from the hips. Keep the knees straight, no bending the knees. Allow the arms to hang loose. Head down. Keep the knees straight. You may not be able to reach the mat, that is okay. Just relax your arms. Now you might feel an intense stretch on your hamstrings. So keep the thigh muscle strong. Lift the toes up to keep the thigh muscle strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on your waist. Inhaling, come on. Release your arms. Now we'll do a bit more preparation and come back to this posture, bending forward with, this is Padhahastasana preparation, but let us pay attention to the inner thighs, Sukhasana. With the back of the hands on your knees, spine comfortably straight, eyes softly closed, watch. Take a deep breath, exhale. Padhahastasana practice, soles of your feet together. Grab your feet, your elbows either placed on your legs and thighs, or at least elbows bent toward your legs. Straighten up the spine. Look to the front, straighten up the spine. Inhale. In fact, before we bend forward, let's do a Kriya. Flap your knees like a butterfly rhythmically. The speed is not so important as the rhythm. Knees go up, knees go down. And as much as the knees can go down, the better. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop the flapping. Straighten up the spine. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now elbows bent toward your legs. Inhale, exhaling, bending from the hips forward. Your chin is going toward the front wall and down. Your chin is going toward the front wall and down. Inhale, exhaling. Now maybe your elbows are already on your legs. Gently pressing the elbows against the legs, exhaling, bending further forward, head down. If you're able to reach the forehead to the ground, that's okay. And if you're comfortably reaching the forehead to the ground, get the chin on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straighten up. Release the legs. Shake your legs. Vajrasana. Adho Mukha. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feet close together. Right foot forward. Place the right foot between the palms, in the center of the palms. Place the back foot on the mat, hands on the waist, come up and face your left wall. Place the back foot on the mat firmly. Right foot is pointing to the front wall. Now get your right foot also to face the left wall. Now relax your right knee and sit as if you're trying to sit toward your right side, right foot. Bend your right knee and move your hips and sit toward your right side as much as you can, as much as you can. Inhaling, stand up. Take a deep breath, exhale. The point is to stretch the inner legs. If you're feeling the inner leg stretch as you try to sit down, you may not be able to sit all the way down, and that is okay. Even bending the knees and shifting your weight toward the other side is okay. Relax the left knee and sit toward the left leg. Inhaling center, straighten up. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now let's do this as a sequence of inhale center, exhaling, sitting to one side, inhale center, exhaling. So let's begin 4 more rounds. Begin. After completing 4 more rounds, come to center. Take 3 deep breaths. Rotate your right foot forward. Keep the right knee locked and bend the upper body toward the right knee. Allow the right arm to hang loose behind your right leg. Left arm up, Trikonasana. Gaze up at your left thumb. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on your waist. Inhaling. Now you might find a difference of Trikonasana after the previous practice. Rotate your right toes toward the front, left toes toward the back wall. Keep your left knee straight, bend your upper body toward the left knee. Allow the left arm to hang loose behind your left leg. Right arm up toward the ceiling. Gaze at your right thumb. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on your waist. Inhaling, come on. Rotate your left foot in, right foot toward the front. Look to the front, Ashwa. Left foot forward, hands on your waist. Inhaling, come on. Release the arms, stand relaxed. Whether we pause, relaxed, or we are active in a posture, remember the resolution. Pay attention. Three deep breaths. feet hip width apart. Now we are going to go back to Padhahastasana variation we tried before with a few postures as an intermediate preparation. Strong legs. Pull your kneecaps up. Strengthen your thigh muscles and pull your kneecaps up. Hands on your waist. Keep strong legs. Inhale, exhaling, bending from the hips forward as much as you can. Keep the knees straight. Strong legs, allow the arms to hang loose. Head down. Head down. Release the head down, Manjit. Keep the knees strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on your waist. Inhaling, come up. Release the arms. You might notice a difference or not. Remember, we're not trying to achieve anything. We are merely observing whatever the experience, whatever the change or non-change. There is nothing really to be bored about because there is always an inner experience to observe. And since we are neutral to whatever the experience, there is always the inner world waiting. No need to compulsively look at the phone for improving the experience, which is what we normally do. Instead, we can simply pay attention to this wonderful inner world, rich as the outer world, beyond perhaps what the phone can bring to you. And in fact, whatever you see in the phone is how you are. Three deep breaths before few prasarita stance postures. Middle of the mat, facing the left wall or right wall, whichever is comfortable. Turn and face the left wall or right wall, so you're sideways on the mat. Hands on the waist. Feet close together first. Jump and separate your feet as broad as you can. Consciously try to move your feet away from each other as much as possible until you're not able to place your feet flat on the mat on both sides. Both feet flat. Now turn your feet gently toward each other, just a bit. Usually the toes would be pointing outward. See if you can get the toes gently toward each other, which would get more activation on the outer edges of your feet. Interlacing fingers on your back. Open the chest, shoulders opening. Allow the shoulder blades on the back to go toward each other as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhaling, move your hips toward the front, raise the chest up and look up at the ceiling for a back bend. Now those who are really comfortable can drop the head back and look at the back wall. Others, keep your neck sort of aligned with the top of your spine and look up. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straighten up. Release. Hands on your waist. 3 deep breaths. Sanjay, you need to bring your toes pointing inward. Your right toes are pointing outward. If you can bring the right toes to point also inward. Start with a broad stance and then, yes, consciously, at least having the toes point directly forward and in fact, slightly turned inward. Might feel a bit unnatural even, but getting the weight away from the inner arches. We don't want collapsed arches. You still maintain the inner arch on your feet. You have an inner arch. Maintain the inner arch by turning your feet slightly inward. Now interlace fingers on the back. Now this time you can bend the knees, not a problem. Inhale. Bend the knees halfway bending forward. Bend the knees halfway bending forward. Look to the front. Keep the arms on your back for now. Keep the arms on your back. Yeah, relax your arms on your back. Look to the front. Bend the knees, not a problem. Bring the upper body parallel to the ground. Keeping the knees bent, not a problem. Inhale, exhaling, chin to the ground. If you need to bend the knees a bit further to allow the chin to go toward the ground, do that. And finally, drop your head down. Now, without any aggression, straighten the arms up. And those who are flexible can have your hands point toward the front wall. Please, no aggression. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the arms to the back. Inhaling, straighten up. Hands on your waist. So bring your feet closer. Relax your arms. Stand relaxed. Lie down on your mat, on your back. Hug the knees, rock back and forth. Side to side. Settle back down, knees close to the chest. Spread your arms shoulder height. Next exhalation, take both your knees toward your right elbow. Keep both shoulders on the ground. Look over your left shoulder. Right hand on the left knee, relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees back to the center. And take the knees toward your left elbow, keeping both shoulders on the ground. Left palm on the right knee. Look over your right shoulder and relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees back to center and release the legs. Proceed to Shavasana. Relax. Are you tense in any part of the body? Scan your body from the top of your head to the toes. And if any part is unnecessarily tensed, ask that part to relax. Everything is all right. Nothing comes trying to grasp for things. Relax. No need to grasp at anything. Alert and yet relaxed. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently come out of Shavasana. Take your time. Take your hands back. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bending forward, thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling, come up. Rub your palms. Massage your closed eyes. Gently blink your eyes open. Namaste. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.